guys, it's day 233. The high in my area is 82 degrees, so it's going back to the varsity red. For this next row, we're going to do 1 double crochet in the first space, and then 3 double crochets in every other space, all the way down to the end. And then we're going to end with 2 double crochets and then chain 3 space. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm going to tell you a quick story when I start the video. We'll start crocheting. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. So I know I've been talking about going to the beach a lot because I enjoy going to the beach, and I had not been to the beach since I went on my vacation to Colombia earlier this year. I tried multiple times, and every day it either rained or something happened, or I had a family something come up and I couldn't go to the beach. So I said, nope, today I have nothing to do. I'm going to go to the beach. So I left early this morning, and on my way I caught an Uber to the train station because I was going to catch the train to the beach. And the woman who drove my Uber was also a crocheter, and I had on a top. Also, I decided I'm going to start wearing the things I make. Like, I make these videos, but I rarely go out, so I don't really wear my outfits out. So I decided to wear a red crochet top. I'll try to insert the picture. I made it when I was on my trip in Colombia. So I decided to wear the top, and she asked me if I crocheted, and I said, yeah. We had a nice conversation in the car. So that was a great start to my morning. And then I went to the beach. I was there for a couple of hours. So I think I got to the beach around 10, and I didn't leave the actual beach until 4. And then after that, I went, and I really been wanting a lobster roll. So I went and got me a lobster roll, which was really good. So after I left there, I was like, okay, let me go walk back to the train station. So the train I catch, it's one train that goes to a certain number of towns, and then you have to transfer to another train, and it goes all the way back home for me. So I got in the first train, and we went. Everything was smooth, went as normal. And then we got to the train station. We have to switch to get on another train to go all the way home. We were standing there, and there was a train there, but the doors didn't open. So I was like, okay. And then that train moved on, and then we got an announcement that the train that I was supposed to catch was canceled. So instead of getting home, I thought I would get home, like, let's say 7:30 maybe. The train that I was about to catch was canceled and would not be coming until 7:15. Which means I had to wait there for an hour and 15 minutes before I would be able to catch the next train. So I was obviously upset, and so was everyone else, because a lot of people, you can tell, had just came from the beach, and they're probably tired from the sun, or some people come and visit family, or they had an event to go to. It looked like some people were going to the airport because the train I was catching also goes to the airport, so they had their suitcases. It was just a mess. So I decided to go across the street and eat at this Mexican restaurant because I had an hour and 15 minutes. And I felt so bad for the lady in the restaurant because it was a very small restaurant. And it looked like it was just 2 cooks in the back and 1 lady in the front. And they already had 3 tables full. It was a small restaurant. But since there were so many people now that would be stranded for like an hour, people were piling into the restaurant. So they had a total of 8 tables there. They got filled really quickly, and I had a table myself. And then I kept telling people, you can sit with me, because it's just one person at this table with 4, and they didn't have any tables for 1 person or even 2. But people kept declining to sit next to me, and they kept walking up to the lady, like, can I order? And she's like frazzled, which made me really feel bad. I mean, it's good they're going to have more business, but also she was not expecting a rush, and yeah, it was a lot of people. So finally, this couple sat next to me, and they were really nice. They were coming from a birthday party. And we got to talk a little bit, and I kept telling them, like, I was telling people to sit next to me, and they didn't want to sit. Even the girl who had a table in front of me was just by herself. She was telling people they could sit with her, but they didn't want to sit with her either. So they were just standing in a doorway, I guess, waiting for us to get up so they could have their own table. But we only had an hour, so it was just a weird situation. But I sat with the couple. We had a nice conversation. We all ordered our food. The waitress was really sweet, so I gave her a good tip, even though I knew I wasn't going to eat there. I just wanted something quick to go. Got that, and then we got on the train, and of course, as usual, I sit next to the loudest people on the train. I was trying to read my book, and I'm sitting next to these teenagers, and they were super duper duper loud and obnoxious. I love teenagers, but I hate sometimes how they act, especially on confined spaces or trains where you can't escape them. So this older man came and tried to sit next to this teenage boy. And instead of him just moving over to give the older man a seat, this train was packed. Because mind you, our train was canceled. Now you have the people who were going to catch the train that left at 6 and the people that were going to catch the train that left at 7:15. And the train that they usually bring is usually a double-decker train. But this train was not a double-decker. It was a single train, which means you had to fit a lot of people on this train. And so no one really had their own seat. People were moving over, being courteous, sharing with each other. Not these teenagers. So this older man gets on the train, and he goes to try to sit next to this teenager. And then he just calls his friend over. He's like, oh, no, you can't sit here. My friend's sitting there. So then his friend comes and sits there. But mind you, his friend already had a seat sitting somewhere else. And then, so the older guy gets up and just walks away. I'm half paying attention to this because I'm reading my book while I'm on the train. And then he said something, I don't remember exactly what he said about the older man, but it was something rude. But the older man at this time had walked into a different car to get a different seat, hopefully. And so the same thing happened again, where someone else went to go, their friend left and went back to where they were sitting. So another person got on the train and tried to sit in the seat. And it was like, oh, no. Let's say the little boy's name was Josh. Josh, come back here. Someone's trying to sit in your seat. So the woman's like kind of feel frazzled. And she's like, oh, I didn't know he was sitting here. And it's like, no, yeah, he's sitting there. So you can't sit here. And it's just kind of, we did a song and dance. I let her sit next to me because I thought it was weird. And the person who had been sitting next to me had got off at the stop before that anyway. But I just thought that was weird. So that's just my little story for the day. Trying to go to the beach. I had a great time. Someone said it's jellyfish season. So there were a lot of jellyfish in the ocean swimming next to me. But I didn't get stung. Actually, I don't think anyone around me had any issues or said anything about the jellyfish. They were just cute to look at. But yeah, they didn't get that close, but they were close enough all around just so you could see them in the water. But yeah, so I had a fun day at the beach, except for that train ride that was delayed. Well, actually canceled, and I had to catch the next train. But yeah, so I finally made it to the beach, and I was happy. The beach is my happy place. Put in the comments your happy place, somewhere that you can go to and just relax. The beach is the perfect place for me. I love the sun. I love the sand. I love beach naps. I love getting a tan. It's just my favorite place. And I think it's been that way since I was a child. My family would go to the beach, and I was always the one who wanted to stay longer and longer, to the point sometimes I would get sunburned and I didn't care. I just love being on the beach. So I'm happy that I know my happy place and I got to go there today. So just leave in the comments what your happy place is. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and I hope you enjoyed my little short story for the day.